Hi, my name is Frank McNeil. I'm Frank McNeil Jr. I am a third generation Russell resident, uh, third generation of my family living in the house on River Park Drive. Even though my daughters are the fourth generations of the family living, they are actually the first of the family members who are native to Louisville. Uh, my grandfather first came to Louisville in 1929 to teach at Central High School. And while he was here working on the house, this 2 doors down from our current residence, while he was working on that house, my grandmother was giving birth to my father in Charleston, South Carolina. Uh, After a while, grandma and dad moved in, and dad grew up in the house uh, on River Park Drive. At that time, it was called West Chestnut Street. And interesting note, if you look at the old city maps, the name of West Chestnut changes to River Park Drive between our house and the next house. Uh, that's what the old city map shows. So I've been in Louisville myself since this will be 40 years. Uh, in July of 2026, we'll make it 40 years. I came here from the Boston area, finished up with college, graduate school, and was coming to Louisville with the plan of being here for about 5 years to decompress, live in grandma's house before moving on to Atlanta or Chicago or somewhere else. So Louisville was my 5 year decompression, and I've been here 40 years. I have decompressed beyond my wildest reckoning. So uh, I find Louisville to be a kind of it's an easy, challenging town to live in. Easy in that you can do fairly comfortably in Louisville without breaking your neck. Uh, it's challenging in that you can live in Louisville without breaking your neck. It's overall the city is kind of in a moribund state. Um, there's not a whole lot of growth. The powers that be, whoever they may be, seem to be kind of comfortable with that. Uh, Even though every now and then someone trots out something and says, um, you know, we should be as big as Nashville. We should be as big as Indianapolis, or fill in the blank. I don't see that coming in personally in Louisville because I don't see that coming in Kentucky. Kentucky's kind of has that attitude. So I've been in Russell, the neighborhood. My family's been in the neighborhood since 1929, so it'll be 100 years shortly from now. Uh, and in that time, the neighborhood has changed. Back when Grandpa moved in, it was pretty much when people talk with the fondness of what West Louisville used to be, or when the Russell was now called the Russell neighborhood used to be, in terms of the mix of folks who were here. Uh, it was kind of the mixed income, mixed community uh, that was more or less, it was forced to be because of segregation patterns and pretty much the herding of the black population into restricted areas, into limited areas of Louisville. Uh, but like on my block, we had school teachers, we had officers at Mammoth Life Insurance Company, we had folks who labored, uh, folks who worked around the corner at Tube Turns, around the corner at what was then the Fall City Brewery, which was 2 blocks from the house. Um, and it's also an area to where there was industrial area. There was coal yards. There's a piano factory uh, not far. There was P. Lord and National Tobacco. The site that our pop is working now to develop with Irvington Madison, which is a couple of blocks from my house. That was a cigar company. So you had those uh, factories, businesses that hired people from the neighborhood, hired people from out of the neighborhood also. Uh, as well as you had, like I said, you had teachers, you had preachers, you had the business people, uh, what would be called white collar professionals who also lived in the neighborhood, pretty much interspersed. So it would be great to see that kind of model replicated, and hopefully RPOP could play a hand in doing that, and RPOP and other organizations working in the neighborhood, so that we can bring about a revival, a refreshment of the Russell neighborhood that is not. We could do that with it while avoiding the pitfalls of sort of gentrification and speculation, and people who want to buy the neighborhood just to see how quick a buck they can make. Uh, RPOP is working towards doing that, working with the community, working for the community, and actually guided by the community um, to bring about that, like I said, revival of the Russell neighborhood, the refreshment of the Russell neighborhood.